This video will be dedicated to few examples of sources with difficult layouts. I'll show you how to use the Scraper Builder option to scrape some complicated websites with different layouts for different pages. Let's start with Tripadvisor. What I'll do is scrape only 2 properties and show you what happens when I select the Tripadvisor different review scores categories, first by simple location, and then using the pin option. Let's start from opening one of the links in the Scraper Builder. Great. Now let's add the data extraction action and start adding the fields we want to scrape. I'll start with the cleanliness field, the service and value. For each one of them, I will tell Stalkit to scrape the class value in the attributes window, and we'll use the text modification to clean it up. Let's now save it and run. Like you can see, I got the data correctly. However, the problem will start when I'll put a link which doesn't have all of these ratings. Let's take this page, which has location rating and service rating, and change the URL and run it again. I don't really have to go to the scraper settings to change the URL and can use the same pencil near the URL and just enter the new one. As you can see now, I got basically the same results as the previous hotel, and it's not at all related to the real ratings for this hotel. The reason is that the scraper was set to search for items with this specific rating anywhere on the page. This is why we added the pin option. Let's now set it up again, but with the pin option. What I will do this time is put the category name in the search input. It will automatically pin it, and then I will try and click one time on the left arrow. If it doesn't work, then I'll click one time on the up arrow first and then on the left arrow, as you can see it marked the rating correctly. Now I will do the same for the other 2 categories. Let's run this again on the first URL and then on the second one. As you can see now, it got the service rating okay. Even though on one page it shows as the 2nd grade and the other one it shows as 3rd. and the other ratings doesn't really have value. Now, let's take another example and see how two different items from Amazon under the same category can be tough to scrape with the regular tools because they have different layouts. Let's look at these two bookshelves, and what I want to do is scrape the price. One item is new, and the price is located at two places, either in the central part of the website or on the right. The other one, because it's used, is located only on the right side, but in smaller font and further on the right. Let's see once again how it's working if I set up the price in the first layout. I'll set up two fields, one for the item name and one for the price. Let's save and run it now on the first link. As you can see, I got the data correctly. Now, let's run it on the second link and see what data I get. Now I got the name correct, but I didn't get the price at all. Let's try and fix it. I'll reopen the settings and open the second layout link. Like I've explained in video number 3, you can add two fields with the same name. And what will happen is that if the first setup will get a non-empty value, it will scrape this data and ignore the other field. However, if the first one wasn't found on the page, it will scrape the data from the second value. So let's add another price field and mark the price here this time. I'll save it and rerun once again. Now I got the price correct. Let's change the link now to the first one to be sure it works good as well. Now what happens if I have a third layout? The answer is very simple. Just add another field called price, and then if the first two will be empty, it will take the value from the third setting. That's it for this video. In the next video, I'll show you how to use the email extractor action to scrape emails from websites.